Homeless and hopeless, Donnie Gray and Patricia Robertson did what they had to do to survive.
It's really about survival, you know, when you're out there and you're against, you know, the world and everything. We'd have to eat, you know, worms and stuff like that.
That is until they met this woman, Wanda Randolph, once homeless herself. Since then, turning her tragedy into triumph by launching a Womenin Crisis shelter serving both Mobile and Pritchard.
So I didn't know what to do. I just knew I wanted to help people. So I would pick up the phone and I would begin to call numbers, dial the wrong number, and just to get somebody on the phone so I could pray.
The shelter itself, located in Pritchard, can house up to 3 families at one time. It receives no government funding. Therefore, sometimes the bills pile up.
From the power company to the gas company to the phone company, water company, I mean, it doesn't stop.
To help keep the lights on, Wanda says she deposits her entire disability check into the shelter's bank account on a monthly basis. Recently, Pritchard City Councilman Napoleon Bracey Jr. decided he too would contribute, taking more than $7,000 of his discretionary fund to give to the shelter.
When you think about families that's in crisis, and we all are so close to being homeless, so many of us are one check away, and so many of us have family members that's in this situation, and it's our responsibility.
Even when it appears you have nothing to give, there's always someone else who could benefit from your generosity.
Whether it's soap or whether it's a dollar.
Hit rock bottom and experienced the worst kind of pain.
A year ago, I was on drugs, crack cocaine. I did not have my children.
Wanda Randolph says it's a common story. Just a few weeks ago, a crack-addicted mother walked out the door of the homeless shelter she runs, leaving her 9-year-old daughter and her 12-year-old son behind. She says not only was she left to care for the 2 children, she was also left to deal with their anger, frustration, and rage.
She began to make threats at wanting to hurt me or hurt anybody. You know, she just got out of hand.
And that's where Phyllis stepped in.
A year later, Phyllis was able to make a big difference. She got off of drugs, she gave her life to God, she supervised several shelters, and she was able to give back to children who needed it the most.
When she saw the children in such a dismay, it reminded her of herself and what she went through.
So she gave the children the love they needed until DHR stepped in. She says it was her duty.
Because there was a time, there was a lady that had to see the mind. They probably didn't want to. And who was I? Who was I not to do the same?
Randolph says she's proud of Phyllis, and she prays more moms take after her and heal themselves so that these beds can provide comfort for them and their children.